Kelvin, where's your belt, man? I think we're all surprised we haven't seen the title today.
It's at home. It's at home. No, I'm kidding.
Talk about how you feeling, man. I mean, compare this to where you were last time. I mean, are you concerned that something crazy could happen again? I mean, are there fears in your head? What's the emotions like for you right now, man?
Guys, this has been the longest layoff of my career. You know, I'm a guy that likes to stay pretty active. So I'm just excited to get in there and do what I love to do, which is fight. You know, everything else, all this is cool and it's nice, but what I love to do is fight. And so I'm excited, to say the least, man. Excited to do what I love to do. This fighting for me is fun, and so can't wait to go in there and just have fun.
The negatives of what happened to you in Australia are easy to see, but I mean, are there any positives? Have you been able to find a silver lining? I mean, are you healthier now? Did you have more time to prepare? I mean, are there any good things that came out of what happened?
I mean, you just got to find the good things that from all that happened. One thing for sure is that, you know, I basically felt like I had a title fight without an actual title fight. You know, I went through the same emotions that I would in a fight for fight week, and made the weight, you know, squared off against the champion, and you know, basically had a championship week without the actual fight. And so now I feel like this is another title fight, and I've already been through it, through that championship feels, you know, and so it's kind of normal, I guess, in a way.
Yeah. Do you think you'll be on edge, you know, Friday night, Saturday morning? Do you think you'll be, you know, just, you know, not hoping the phone doesn't ring, that sort of thing?
Yeah, I mean, it is in the back of my head, you know, like I'm hoping no mishaps this time, you know.
Last thing for me, talk about you know, Israel, what you see. I mean, obviously nobody's figured out the riddle yet. When you look at him, I mean, are you impressed by what he does and see him as this, you know, undefeated monster, or do you see holes and wonder why guys couldn't exploit it?
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely brings a special skill set to the table, and something that we don't see very often. But you know, I was there front row in Australia, as everybody knows, and you know, when he hit Silva, and Silva kept waving him on to hit him again and put his hands down, like, come on, hit me again. I didn't see no pop in those punches. I felt like if that was me, he would have dropped like a sack of potatoes.
Going through with him in Australia, doing the week, like you said, facing off, covering everything, was it, did you find it hard to reset, to like be able to just get right back into the camp?
Yeah, I did. You know, just because I was so devastated mentally, physically, and everything else. Like, I was just drained from everything that had happened. It was hard for me to get remotivated. It was hard for me to kind of reset my mind. Even though, you know, we have a very dangerous opponent in front of us, it was just hard for me to get remotivated, you know, and it took a couple weeks for me to just kind of get in that zone.
Is there still a little tiny bit of that, or just like
just made there is, but there isn't, just because I've already been through fight week just a few weeks ago, and kind of, you know, all the media and everything that we got to do is it is a little bit of dragging, but it's work that we got to do, you know. But you know, I'm here, we're doing it, we got over that hump, and I feel 1,000% ready for this fight.
Was there a moment where you got over that hump? Because you even said in the first episode that it, like, to be brutally honest, it's tough to get motivated. How did you get back from that?
You know, it's just telling myself that things happen for a reason, and to stay focused on the task at hand. You know, fighting for a world title, this is my ultimate goal since I got in the UFC, to be champion. So just stay focused on the task at hand, you know, day by day. Take it day by day.
Do you feel like Robert's inactivity has hurt the division in a way that's just hard to get?
Well, it's definitely hurt me. Like, I've had to wait on Rob for almost 12 months, you know, and like I said, I like to stay pretty active, and the only reason why I haven't fought was because I was waiting on Rob, and so it hurt me.
Did you go back to Australia again, if that's what the UFC wanted for a unification fight?
I mean, if that's what the UFC wanted, yeah, but I would like it to be in Vegas, or actually a little curveball. I'd actually kind of like it to be in Mexico or Brazil.
Do you think you've kind of earned that much? You win this fight, you took the short notice fight back to back and everything. Do you think you kind of earned that opportunity?
I don't feel like I deserve anything, man. So it's not my decision to make.
It sounds like he's going to be ready by the end of summer. Do you feel like if he doesn't make an end of summer date, he's got to give it up? Got to give up the belt?
That's not my decision to make. After this fight, I hope to get a little break, and then, you know, get back into fight mode. You know, like I said, I like to stay active, and I like to be an active champion. And once I get that break, let's get ready to roll.
Would late summer, like August, something like that, is that enough of a break for you, or do you need more than that?
I think I'd say by fall.
By fall.
Yeah.
Kelvin, yo he estado siguiendo el entrenamiento de los dos y he visto trabajando bien fuerte, hombre, igualmente a ti, pero la pelea con Anderson Silva lo hizo ver muy mal y a José Aldo lo humilló feo, de fea manera. ¿Qué opinas tú del estilo de pelea de él? ¿Cómo te has preparado para ese tipo de pelea?
¿De Israel?
Sí, de Israel.
Pues obviamente es un tipo que tiene especialidades que no se ven en muchos lados, ¿no? Y pues la verdad tengo a gente alrededor de mí que son muy inteligentes y que me han ayudado a prepararme lo mejor para este estilo que él tiene tan diferente a muchos peleadores. Gracias.
Kelvin, does it mean any less that they put interim in front of it, or do you think that Rob should have relinquished the title fight?
You know, it's not my decision to make whether Rob should relinquish the belt or should he be stripped. That's not my decision to make. This is for a world title. Ultimately, that's what I wanted. I wanted a world title fight, and I got it, so I'm happy with it.
People talk about the similarities between Izzy and Anderson Silva. You prepared for Anderson Silva multiple times. The fight never came together, but is there anything you were able to take away from those training camps and apply it to this one?
It's just not really, to be honest. I can't think of anything that it's not like I went back and thought, oh, you know, what we trained for Anderson Silva could work against Israel. No, I just think it's two different completely bodies.
Kelvin, se burló de tu estatura, ¿te acuerdas tú? Dijo que eras chaparrito, ¿qué te hizo sentir cuando se burló de ti? Dijo que porque eras chaparrito te iba a ganar bien fácil.
Lo quería cachetear. No, pero mira, esa ha sido la historia de mi carrera. Siempre he estado peleando con peleadores mucho más altos que yo, y esto no es nada diferente.
Dijo que eras más fuerte que Anderson. Dice que no tiene más miedo que Anderson.
Claro, yo pienso lo mismo. Yo tengo mucho más poder en mis puños.
Eso dijo que le tenía miedo.
Gracias.